everyone. Welcome to Island Mommy Studios. This is my first ever process video. And this layout today is inspired by a challenge from Lasting Memories. It's a blog online, it's a challenge blog, which I've been a design team member with since January of 2015. And it's a great group of scrappers over there. Every week they have a new challenge and it's just so much fun. And I've just been having such a good time over there. I'll leave a link in the bottom after this video. Anyway, so this week's challenge was to be inspired by a quote. And the quote is actually from the Bible, I believe, and it's faith. It does not make things easy, it makes them possible. And that's Luke 1:37. And so I was thinking about the word faith, and I actually Googled the definition. And the definition, one of the definitions I got that really inspired me was faith, complete trust in someone or something. And, you know, I was thinking about my son who is in the photo here. The photo is of me and my son Cole from 2011. And I was thinking about it, and he, like, children from the moment they're born just have faith in their parents, that the parents are going to feed them and love them and take care of them and keep them safe. And it's just such a pure meaning of having faith in somebody. And I saw this picture in my stash and just had to scrap it. So, you know, there you go. That's the challenge. And I'm also using a sketch today as well. I print off a lot of sketches that I find online and keep them in a folder that I always keep nearby my scrap station. And this specific sketch is a Chamel sketch, and it's sketch number 44. I'll also add a link at the bottom. And I use sketches all the time, and I've really been using them a lot lately and really making them my own. When I just first started scrapping, I think in 2012 I started scrapping, and I literally had to use sketches every single time I scrapped because I was so unsure of myself. So you know, as I've progressed as a scrapbooker, I started really making them my own, making up my own sketches. And anyway, I just love sketches, and I think that it really makes you think outside of your own personal creativity bubble, if you will. Okay, so let's get to what I'm doing here in the video. Okay, so I'm actually using a, hold on one second, where's my notebook? I'm actually using Crate Paper's collection Open Road. And I'm using the Open Road frames, the die cut package. There's also a decorative border package, paper, cut aparts, basically just not all of them, but a bunch of the Crate Paper Open Road collection here. And what I do is I use my photo. A lot of times I'll use just plain white paper and create like 3 or 4 layers with that behind my photo, because I feel like it really draws your attention to the photo. I'm sorry, I'm nervous with this recording, so please forgive me for how boring it is, and I may be talking pretty fast as well. And I also fold up a piece of notebook paper and put behind my photo because it just adds dimension in a way. I don't just use notebook paper. Sometimes I use just scrap paper that I have laying around, and you know, I put it behind my photo just to pop it up so I don't have to use a bunch of pop dots or dimensional foam adhesive. So here I am. I'm just fiddling with some chipboard pieces and that blue flower die cut. And yeah, so basically I followed her sketch a lot, Chamel's sketch here, pretty closely, but you know, I just changed all the sizes to fit you know, what I had in my collection here. And this is basically the way I scrap all the time. I just, you know, play with my embellishments, stick them where I think they look good, and you know, just kind of go with the flow, whatever's pleasing to my eye. I don't follow any specific rules. I'm a self-taught scrapper. I mean, I've taken some courses online here and there, but you know, I've just learned from YouTubers out there and watching videos, and I just love it. Since the first day I started scrapping, I think I've scrapped every single day since, except for vacations. I just love it so much. And you know, my son, who's actually 4 now, in the photo he's not even 1, but he's 4 years old now, and he loves going through my albums with me. Today we were actually doing it, and it's just funny, like, to listen to him and hear what he remembers. And you know, this specific photo, he said, "Oh, Mommy, you know, who's that baby in the picture?" I was like, "Honey, that's you," you know. And it's just neat to just have the memories. And I don't have any other scrappy friends out there except for y'all on the internet and the blogs and YouTube. You're the only ones I know that scrapbook. I have tried to get my personal friends to scrapbook and make cards, and let me just tell you, it is I try so hard, give them tons of supplies, and I don't know, I think I'm just forcing it on them, actually, so who knows. So I'll talk about this photo a little bit. Like I said, this photo is from 2011. It was taken in July, and that's me and my son Cole, before he was 1, like I said. And we were just sitting at the kitchen table, and I think it was my brother who was visiting us that took this picture. My little family consists of me, my husband, and my son, and it's just, my heart is so full with the 2 of them. And you know, we just have like this awesome family, and we're just happy. I never imagined that, you know, I would fall in love and, you know, have a child and have this, like, such an easy, happy life. And it's just amazing to me to create a child and to raise this child. And that's a little bit of what I end up journaling about, is just that, you know, you go one day from no children, you know, the only main worry in your life is yourself, and then you have this beautiful child looking up at you, and it's just like overnight, that selfishness, self-centeredness is just completely transformed. And you know, I remember looking at my son into his eyes and just feeling with everything in me, like, whatever you need, I will do my best to give it to you, you know. And it's just a life-changing moment. I remember when I was pregnant, people telling me, "Oh, your life will change forever, and it's never going to be the same." And, you know, you hear that and you're like, really? Like, I'm going to have this cute baby to dress up and feed and love, and you don't really, you know, I didn't realize how much of an impact and positive change that, you know, this beautiful boy would have on my life. And me and my husband, he is just the center of our lives, and it couldn't be better. Anyway, this photo was taken at our first apartment together in Key West, Florida. That's kind of where I live now. And this specific, I remember I moved here to Key West from Texas. Me and my husband met in the military, and we moved to Key West, and it was like, you know, anyone that's from the United States, when I came to Key West and these islands here, it feels like you are in a different country, it's just a beautiful escape from the mainland. Anyway, so we lived in Key West, and, you know, at the end of 2011, we moved up the Keys about 10 minutes, and we live on a small island up here. It's very quiet. It's very different from the mainland. you know, like we drive about 3 hours to Miami, and it's just like culture shock. You know, all the cars and all the stores, we're just not used to it down here. It's just, you know, a little piece of untouched heaven, if you will. So that is basically about me. I'm sorry, I don't know what to talk about in these videos. Okay, so here I am just fiddling more with these little embellishments. Where it says mile 1, that came in the Open Road die cut pack. That where we lived at this point, that when the photo was taken, we were right near mile 1 on US 1. So I just thought that was perfect to put in there. And here I am journaling. Let me get my my layout in front of me. Okay, and what I wrote was faith, having complete trust in someone or something. And then I wrote, becoming a mother has been such an amazing blessing. Cole has such faith in me. He trusts that I will feed him, love him, and always keep him safe. It's a huge responsibility, but the best gift I've ever been given. And, yeah, you know, with journaling, I don't practice anything. I just, whatever is the internal monologue in my head after I look at the photo and, oh, I got cut off. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, this is my first ever process video and my first ever voiceover, so I have no clue if I'm even doing this right, so please bear with me. Anyway, what I was saying about the journaling is I don't think about really what I'm going to write. I just kind of look at the picture, think about what I'm trying to focus on, and just whatever comes into my mind, I just let it flow through my mind and onto the paper. And, all right, and what I had done here is I sewed down that background piece of paper and made some stitches too on the photo, and also on that journaling piece. And now I'm just kind of securing everything and, you know, adding dimension with the paper by bending it, and just kind of doing my final touches here. Just adding a string to my tag. Again, I'm gonna have to, you know, really improve these videos because I notice my head's getting in the way, but whatever. I'm just gonna let it go. It's gonna be the most boring process video ever, I'm sure of it. Okay, now what am I doing? Oh, picking out stamps. I've started this new thing about a month ago. I have so many stamps. I'm actually a subscriber at Studio Calico with their kit club. I'm a subscriber to their scrapbook kit, their card kit, and their project life kit. So I get 3 little sets of stamps every month at the minimum, unless, you know, I buy more each month because I'm addicted to scrapbooking supplies. Anyway, so I've been challenging myself on every layout to use a stamp, because I'm not a big stamper, really, but it's just, I love stamps, so I'm just trying to get better with my technique and just using them, and you know, I used to be such a perfect scrapbooker, and now I just kind of, you know, it's my scrapbook, it's me telling a story of the photo, the way that I want. Now, here I am, I'm making a bunch of mistakes with my stamping, so I've just made a mess up there in that right-hand corner. So basically now I'm just brainstorming, trying to think, what am I going to do to fix this? So, you know, whatever. I'll figure something out. Now I'm just adding these dots. The stamps actually, they're from Studio Calico. One of them is by Shanna Noel, and another one is by Kelly Perky. I'm not exactly sure what kit they came in, so I'm sorry about that. I'm also using my VersaFine ink, which is literally the best black ink I've ever used, but it's just, I didn't really show the best way to use that ink with the stamp, so I will get better, I promise, guys. I can only get better. It can't get worse, hopefully. So now I believe I'm pulling out my watercolors. I've also been trying to use more mixed media in my layouts because I'm pretty much a simple scrapper, very clean. I like a clean background, so it's hard for me to use these, it's hard for me to use paint and watercolors on my background, so if you will, trying to get it more comfortable. I don't know what I'm doing, so right now I think I'm just using that light orange color and using a lot of water. And again, I recorded this video in the evening, so the glare and the quality of this video is probably not the best right now. I'm also recording it on my iPad, so here I'm just kind of doing some shading with that orange color. It actually turned out really pretty in the end. I don't know how to take the still photos and add them, but I'll see what I can do with this video. So yeah, right now I'm just playing around with the orange, and I'm gonna do a few splatters here, and I didn't wait till it dried all the way, so some of them bled, but I fixed them up once it was dry. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I don't know if you've listened to the whole thing, but I'm so sorry that I'm the worst public speaker in the world. So anyway, thank you. All right, well, have a good day.